Hey, this is Anna. I'm back again. I'm just trying to keep up with some articles that I've written and I wanted to share on YouTube and video. And sometimes I post videos, and I've really been into Customer Wars, the TV show. I love them. People have creative answers to problems sometimes, and other times just insanity goes on. So I'm going to try to get this page up for you. But this is Anna from the Faithful Dove, Anna Care Coaching, and you'll see my link stream down below. And let's see, where do I go here? I have it on this one and I need it. Bear with me, I'm just new. Okay, so there we go. All right. So basically, uh, this is a video. This is this poor fella here. Why you don't ask people to keep peace and why you should say something and stand up for yourself right away. 7 minutes could literally save your sanity. This is something that gentle people, they're non-confrontational. They try to work with everybody and keep the peace. But let's just take a look at this and listen to what I have to say in the video. Enough of the manager that was there's attitude. Watch what happens. Let me start it over for you. Okay, guys, you want to learn something about human nature and why you don't push people and why you also say what you have to say when something's wrong right away. This poor guy has been coming into this shop for 15 years, this music shop. And finally, he's had enough of the manager that was there's attitude. Watch what happens. He's like, I brought him a card. Give him a card and tell him how much I hate him and tell him how much the other guy at the corner pub hates him too. It's not just me. This guy's got a nasty attitude and all that. Watch this. But watch. This is what happens. This is why you should not hold things in and tell people straight out right away. And why you should also not make other people hold their emotions and when they're being wronged.
Fury gets the better of him.
Fury gets the better of him. Wow.
I'm telling you, I try to be as reasonable as I can be. I hate his guts, but his attitude, that's all right. His attitude is one thing. Calm down, dude.
15 years he'd been holding that in.
Remember, for those working in the customer service industry, keep tabs on the attitude.
Yes. And I had the same experience with somebody up at this sack shop across from Walmart one morning. The register got shut off. I mean, not the register. The gas pump got shut off, right? Right in the middle of when and I couldn't get it to work. And then she tells me, she's like, the assistant manager, she goes, you have to come inside and pay. Okay. And I'm like, excuse me? I know you're not talking to me like that. And because everything was legit, but the problem was the pump. It wasn't me. Well, I go inside and this woman, this assistant manager, like she's 10 times my size. She's big and strong and everything. And I was like a little fucking chipmunk. And I was like, look, I was just out there trying to pump gas. And somebody came across that speaker, said, shut the pump off and said, you're not going to pay. And I'm like, I was paying with a credit card. It was whatever's going on with that pump is not my fault. And she said, that was me, blah, 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 blah. And she had a fucking attitude. I said, look, the way she's like, I didn't have an attitude with you. And I said, you're having an attitude with me right now. I said, I did not come across it. It's exactly how you behaved right here. And she goes, I'm going to kick you out of the store and ban you. You can never come back in again if you keep having an attitude with me. And I said, go for it. And I said, you don't speak to me that way. I said, it was your pump that was having the problem, not me. You do not speak to me like a criminal. Well, then I went back in there another day and she was talking to somebody else like that. She's like, this is just my normal voice. Okay. Then I went back in a third time and she was talking to a customer about, a problem a customer was having, and she was sickening sweet. Well,
I found out who the owner of that is, and I called the owner of them, and he tried to make excuses for her. And I said, look, I said, irregardless, you have to watch your tone. It doesn't matter how she speaks. If she speaks nasty, she should not be working at the register dealing with customers if her voice comes out nasty. And I said, I don't believe that she does it, because she wasn't doing it the entire time. She was talking to somebody else when I went in there, very nice. So and I said, let me tell you something. I've been the manager at places, and I would never speak to people like that's disrespectful. And so he says, well, fine. For you, I will let her know to calm her attitude, to make sure her voice is nice and gentle. He was being condescending. I doubt he ever told her. But like by the third time I went in there, I heard her talking to a customer who was also having a problem, and she was different. She's been different ever since. So it doesn't matter if you have everybody thinks she's a big, strong voice. Okay. But that day, if she was talking to one customer nice and she was talking to me disrespectful, then, you don't have your PMS on me. You can forget that. Okay. You got to put that shit away when you're serving customers, especially when they're wrong. So anyway, this is the shit. This is the shit. And like people in this town, I haven't met very many, but I've met a lot of customer service with attitudes like this. Not like this guy, but the one that he was talking about, the manager. So I believe him, but the only problem is he should have had that conversation 15 years ago. Okay. And who knows? He was so mad at this point. Maybe he tried to have that conversation, but no one was listening. So he brings the guy a nasty card and give this card to him and tell him I hate him. I was like, woo, you do not. Even the gentlest person, as a matter of fact, the gentlest people, do not mess with the gentlest people, because they can turn their fire on real quick and break bad. So just because I look like can be walked on does not mean I can't. Neither can this man, You still have to remember to be nice to the customers, even when they're having a problem. You have to remember a lot of times it's the situation. It's not they're not attacking you, even if they are angry. It's usually the situation. This one happened to be 6 o'clock in the morning. I was trying to get gas so I could get back home and go to bed after being up all night. I'm not the one who had the attitude. She had the attitude. And she has proven since then that she does not just have a big, angry sounding voice. She can be very sweet. So people need to stop. And I was like, can I speak to the manager? And then she was like, I'm the assistant manager. And I'm like, I want to speak to the real manager. Oh my God, I'm terrible. So yeah, don't make a innocent, sweet looking person mad. Just be nice, be nice. And I like how Liberty taught us. Liberty Mountain taught us that it's usually not us that they're mad at, it's the situation. And they taught us how to de-escalate people. And if they didn't de-escalate and we had security as backup, and I know the manager over there at Liberty, I watched her come out and break bad on a couple of the customers. You don't mess with her. Like, we were her family. You don't mess with her. You don't mess with her. You don't mess with our family. And if you're wrong, she'll call you out. So just, I miss that place so much. What a wonderful place to work. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.
Okay, I'm going to go back to me. Raw. Chia. Okay. So the whole point of this, hold on. Jesus, sorry, God. Sorry, guys. I have no idea what happened there. So anyway, wait a minute, it's supposed to be tickering. Oh, okay. So like, comment, follow, and share. And here's the link to my Facebook page. It says The Faithful Dub. It's Anna Care Coaching at the end of facebook.com. And just my point with all this is that if you work in customer service, you're going to get crappy customers. I mean, even at Liberty Mountain, there was a guy that I could not de-escalate. And I'm a pastoral counselor with a very calm attitude. So he came over the counter at me, and that's when security got involved. Um, so it's really just sad that people, and I felt sorry because he had a wife and he had a little toddler, and we all of us had to deal with him, and all of us prayed really hard that she left him, and that he wasn't hurting her. But anyway, basically, the hotel had told them that we could get them in and out in a couple of minutes so they could go to dinner and get their ski passes. And that's just not true. You have to fill out a form, we have to tape it in, you have to take your picture. And with this guy, I said, "Oh, I can get you out a little bit quicker. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and uh, take your picture and fill in your basic information. I'm a quick typer." And then, um, actually, that's not what I said. See, I'm tired. Let me go ahead and fill in the information, and then, you fill it. Come back later. Spoon one. I'll start it. Okay, and you can come back later and take the pictures and do the purchase, because it actually, at a ski resort where you're buying, when you're buying season passes, you always are going to be in a line, and you always should count for at least 20 minutes to a half an hour minimum. Okay, it's totally worth it when it's once it's done. But I mean, we were offering him solutions and he just was not having it. And yeah, we were just, I mean, to come over the counter at me, and I didn't go off on him though. I really wanted to, but I didn't. And it was but by the grace of God. But I also knew that's one place, the only place I've ever worked that I've known my boss and the security and my coworkers had my back, you know. And here's just hoping that, I mean, he was told if he can't control himself, he can just take his family and leave. Okay, because there was never a reason. And not to mention, we called up the hotel and we're like, "You guys do this every year. Don't be telling people that we can do something in a couple of minutes, because it doesn't work that way ever." There are a lot of people who enjoy skiing and snowboarding and tubing. So, but I love that place. The most important thing we did was we all did this personality test. And then that's how she went into the training about, now you realize you're all different personalities. You react different to different things. Some people have stronger voices, some people don't. And yes, you all need to adjust to each other. So, and we had this one girl, she'd been working there a long time. I can't remember her name, but I loved her. But at first, she was so intense about training. Like, you had to do exactly the way she said. And I already knew about computers and the systems and blah. So I was trying to take shortcuts. So I just would basically say, "Yes, ma'am, I'll do it your way." Well, then one day she discovered that my way got the same where faster. She goes, "Oh, you got there faster. Oh, that's how you do it fast." Because all my customers were like, "She always gets us out the door fast." You know, these other people, I mean, it's just the way she learned. And, that's how she was trained. And sometimes you have to realize some people are a stickler for what they think the rules and directions are. And, but anyway, just be patient and learn, go on Google and search, uh, Google, de escalation techniques. I think everybody needs them now, and whether it's for your family, friends, customers, dealing with somebody in the store who's being ignorant, and a lot of it is keeping calm and saying things like, "Ma'am, I completely understand how you're feeling. I get that you're in a hurry, and I get that we're taking longer than expected." Always have ideas ready to present to them. How about, uh, whatever's quicker? If it's taking the picture, if you have to take the picture from a show, take the picture. We'll take the pictures, and then you go to dinner. You come on back. We can fill it out later, or you could fill out the form, leave it here. We'll type it up, and you can come back later and pay. That doesn't work in a lot of industries, but obviously, we're not going to print their cards out, membership cards out, until they pay. So, and we can easily deactivate their account. So, but anyway, just, just be try to remember, and I had to put this in my head all the time. It's not me, it's the situation. It wasn't even our fault. The hotel, there was a big meeting about that from what I understand. The hotel continuously telling people, "Oh yeah, going over there. It only takes a couple seconds." No, it doesn't take a couple seconds. It doesn't even take a couple minutes if you're buying a membership. If you're buying a membership, it probably takes a minimum of 20 minutes, depending upon if someone's in line in front of you. So, and a lot of people go skiing, show up early in the morning. Anyway, I'm rambling. Love you guys. Behave yourselves. Try not to get into any fights with customers. And if you have something to say, you don't have to be mean about it. But that guy obviously was very frustrated. I don't know if he'd ever said anything to that manager before, but the manager should not have been allowed to continue disrespecting. If he had had a good upper management system, they could have watched the cameras and seen how he was treating this poor fella. And but you're going to snap, even if you're strong and you're young, and not right now. You keep going. You got determination. When you fill your life with stressful situations, it does hit you later on in life. Believe me, I know. Good example. So as you get older, you'll learn that. And again, in my other video, I try to tell you guys I've been having some health issues, and hopefully they'll get fixed soon. That's why I look a little bit different than I did last time, but I'm getting there. Thank you. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, and follow. Like, share, comment, and follow. And I am one of them people who love to talk. So go for it.